Hey, it's me. I've really missed my YouTube videos. So, let's just go ahead and get started. First of all, with the major question, where have you been? It has been since June of 2011 since I have actually made a video. And let me tell you guys, a lot has happened since June of 2011. A lot. First major change, of course, you can see my hair. And that is the natural curl of my hair. Love it. Love natural hair. Love that I went natural. I transitioned about 4 months. And then I cut it off. It will actually, I'm looking at calendar here, will be, on the 9th will be 2 months natural. And I love it. But we'll cover that in a completely separate video because for some reason I just do want to keep my weight loss and my hair journey separate. So, with that being said, let's go ahead and kick it off. Last time I left off with you guys, I was 312 pounds. Major change, quit my job. Yes, I said quit. I did not get fired. But I quit. I felt that it wasn't where I needed to be. I was making progress in levels there. And I was very happy about the progress. You know, loved a lot of the people that I was working with, but I didn't feel that that was for me. Currently, I am at a job that I'm in love with. I love my position, love what I do, love my hours, love it. And so, basically, what ended up happening is toward the end of 2011, because even after I had stopped making the videos, I was still actually on my weight loss journey. I just actually did not have the time any longer to do so. It's just like I couldn't find a minute to sit down and actually discuss this. And if anybody that actually makes videos, you do not come home from work at the end of the day, tore up, hair messed up. You actually have to come on here because, we have, critics from the north, south, east, and west. So you just don't get on YouTube, look at any kind of way, and make a video. And I just didn't have time for all that anymore. I really didn't. And somewhere along the line toward the end of 2011, I did actually quit. Let me tell you why. Not my fault. Well, not your fault. My fault. Actually, what happened is I was so focused on the end that I wasn't really appreciating how far I had actually come. And I felt like I was working out for nothing. I actually began to feel like I was busting my butt in that gym every day, being careful with my calorie intake and this intake and that and the other. And I felt like it was for nothing. And so one of the major things that I have learned in this journey, and I'm going to encourage this first at the beginning of this video, do not neglect to celebrate the small steps in your journey. Do not become so focused on the fact that you need to get to the end that you forget that there is a beginning, a during, and a middle. Don't forget that. Because oftentimes when you become so focused on the end that no matter how much you've lost or what pictures you look at, you literally can't appreciate it because it's not the end. And if you're somebody like me who already started off with more than 50 pounds to lose or more than 60 pounds to lose, it's a little bit more difficult. And I say that because, someone who has 50 pounds to lose can lose 10 pounds in a month. And they can look at a picture and their friends around them are immediately staggered at their weight loss. When you have 100 pounds plus to lose, 200 pounds plus to lose, you can lose 10 pounds and everyone around you is like, I don't see what you lost. And you can even look at yourself in the mirror and not see what you've lost. And those are the moments where you have to really learn to appreciate exactly what it is that you're doing for what it is. And exactly understand that even those little small steps, those inches, the loosening of the jeans, the loosening of the shirt, the fact that you have more energy, those are things that you really have to celebrate at the moments where you just don't see it. So I really encourage you guys, don't get so focused on the ends that you lose sight of where you're coming from. And that's what I did. And so basically, like I said, when I left off, I was 312. I quit. I allowed myself to get back to 340. And when I got back to 340, I said, you know what, no, we're not doing this again. I'm not going to let myself get as heavy as I was and have to go as far as I did. And I did allow myself to get to 340. And what basically happened at that point, for those of you who've never seen my video, and I don't even really know if I ever honestly discussed weight. When I started my journey, I was about 385. I was very close to 400 pounds. I was in a 30-32. And I just wasn't going to allow myself to get back to that point. And so what I did was I got up off my butt and I started at it again. And I didn't really want to come back on YouTube to backtrack. And so even though I had started my journey again, I didn't want you all to have to walk back through another, 35 pounds with me or what have you. I didn't gain a lot for as little as I was doing and as long as I had quit. I really didn't gain a lot because, I mean, honestly, I could have gotten right back up to that 385 had I wanted to, had I not been very careful. And so I did get back on my journey, and I did get, back into it, and I'm loving that. I really do love the fact that I'm back. And so I finally posted on my Facebook. For those of you who are not on my Facebook, I will definitely put it down there, and you can add me. The only thing I ask that when you add me is that you do put a comment that I'm adding you because I watch your videos or because I saw your video. I put a before and after picture up after I had got on the scale, and it was just a major victory for me. At that point, it was an 81-pound loss. At this point, I've lost 83 pounds. And so what ended up happening is when I looked at the before and after pictures, let me back up a little bit. When I got on the scale at that point, I had lost 81 pounds. I was at 303.6. And I looked at my husband and I said, babe, I just don't see it. I see the scale. I believe this thing, I know it's working because I have two. So trust me, I have a backup. If I don't believe in one, I'm jumping on the other. And I just said, I don't see it. And my husband looked at me like I was crazy because, of course, he said he does. And so I just started thumbing through my old pictures. And when I started thumbing through my old pictures, I actually started looking at the progression of me before and me a little bit after and me a little bit after and me now. And the picture that I have is one that's not at my heaviest, because when I was at my heaviest, you would not catch me. You could set me on fire, and I'm sorry. I was just not going to take a full body picture. It was not going to happen. Maybe waist up or maybe face, that fat girl, you got a pretty face mess. That, don't ever tell me that. Don't ever put that in the comments. You'll be deleted so fast. I've got a pretty everything, and so do you if you're trying to lose weight. But I walked with that mentality, and I just wouldn't take, pictures of my full body. But, I looked at some of my pictures, and I decided to do a before and after, and I really posted it after, because I could really see that, man, I'm really on this thing. I really did this. I really lost 81 pounds, and at that time it was 81. It is now 83. And that's what prompted me. I said, because, the whole reason for me doing the blog was so that I can see a video blog of my weight loss. It wasn't so much about sharing it with everyone else. It was really about me seeing progress, so that I can look back at those discouraging moments and see how far I had come. And that's what prompted me to get back on YouTube. So what I am going to try to do is make sure that I do some video editing and include that before and after picture. The next few videos are going to discuss what I've done. I've got that question a whole lot since I posted before and after pictures. And you're going to get some following videos. Definitely be following up with you all. A lot more than, of course, a year and a half. But those will come soon. In fact, what I'm doing now and what I'm eating and what's in my regimen, what's in my routine, all that's going to actually follow up this video. This is just a thank you for being patient. Thank you for still watching. And, of course, I love you all and I've missed you all and I'm extremely happy. 83 pounds down. You cannot beat that. More to go. but I'm extremely proud of where I've come from. So, mwah, love you guys.